For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. Also, I've got a new merchandise store, hats, hoodies and new tee designs, all available right now on the link in the description. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 11 of the second season here at Everton Football Club. If you missed the last episode, you definitely want to check that out. We went goal crazy. It was one of the most ridiculous episodes I think I've ever recorded, to be completely honest. So definitely watch that before you watch this if you haven't to this point. We start this one though with some good news. We've beaten, or achieved I suppose, the board expectation for shirt sales already. On just the 12th of November, we've already sold £102 million worth of shirt sales this year. The brand exposure expectation has been completed already. Fantastic. Let's try and push on then and see if we can't get ourselves a little bit closer to a couple more accomplishments. One being win the league, the other being get to the final of the Champions League. We think we're pretty much safe into the next round and in the knockout stages, but we do have a game against PSG on the horizon. We'll play West Brom first, then Paris Saint-Germain, then actually we have a very tricky tie away from home against Chelsea to round things out today. So it's not the most easy of episodes. So hopefully everybody comes back from this international break unharmed, because I don't want any more injuries, and fingers crossed we can get a good result against West Brom. Do drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too if you haven't to this point to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. And I've just offered Axel Witsel a new contract because he wanted a little bit more money, and he's rather graciously accepted. Wales want me as the national boss. Not a chance. Sorry, boys. Right. Yannick Carrasco wants to play in this game against West Brom. Probably want to play him against PSG, though. So it may actually be Yannick Bolasie that gets the game here against the side from the Midlands. We'll maybe bring Carrasco off the bench, and that might just keep him happy. Like I say, drop the video a like, hit subscribe. Let's jump in. Couple of fringe players starting in this one. Funes Mori starts as centre-back, actually giving Brendan Galloway his first start since he's come back to the club from his loan spell. Considering we're playing West Brom, decided to give Saido Berahino the start at striker as well, and Alban Lafont starts up top for me. They've got Salomon Rondon starting at striker, but we have been in good goal-scoring form recently as of yesterday's episode, so I'm hoping that I can kind of replicate that form today. Maybe not quite to the extreme of yesterday, but it would be nice to pick up another couple of convincing victories if possible. That's a great ball over the top looking for Matt Phillips, and he's found him well. Brings it inside, skip past Witsel into Salomon Rondon, who's got some space. The shot was very well blocked by the defender, thankfully. Oh, Solo didn't react to that, and Olsen stepped in. He's Hal Robson-Kanu with a shot from distance. Wide of the post, but a decent opening effort for West Brom there. Maybe they're going to cause me a few more problems than I was hoping they might. Decent effort. Did he ever have it on target? No, it was actually moving towards goal, but actually further away than it initially looked. Brendan Galloway, look for Bolasie. He's up against Alan Nyom, who's very strong and decent in a tackle as well, judging by that, because he's just taken it straight off me. Here's Hal Robson-Kanu. Stolen that off Clayton, though. Give this to Witsel and maybe go for a 1-2. Poke it around the corner, maybe a 1-2-3. That's got to be a penalty. He must have gotten something on the ball there. I need to have a look at that replay because it didn't look like that was the best of challenges, to be honest. Let's have a look, shall we? No, definitely got something on the ball. Fair play, very good challenge. No penalty. Here's Adam Clayton out wide, forcing my centre-back into an unfamiliar position. It's a good ball in. Rondon is always the favourite to win headers like that, but it's actually a corner. Funes Mori must have gotten something on it. That's why Alban Lafont sprinted after it to try and keep it in. James McLean, oh, that's a different technique for the corner. Not necessarily going to get you an opportunity on goal with something like that, but we might get an opportunity on goal ourselves. Play through Saido Berahino here. I think he's onside. From their corner, Saido Berahino gives us a 1-0 lead. I'm sorry, West Brom. You've tried your absolute best, but with your former player, I'm going to dab on you. Everton 1, West Bromwich Albion 0 after 35 minutes. Just a classic counter-attack. They committed a lot of bodies forward. It was a really strange corner, and it was just a simple slotted finish from Berahino. We are 1-0 in front. Free kick for West Brom. We are very nearly at half-time, but there is still enough seconds on the clock for them to get an equaliser, should they be able to fashion the opportunity. Claudio Jacob has a number of options here. That was actually blocked by Lemos and then drilled rather tamely wide. That first shot was probably headed towards the top corner from Claudio Jacob. Rather unfortunate that Lemos was in the way. Thankfully for me, though, he was. 1-0 at half-time. Phillips looking to go through that gap, and he's done very well, actually. He's pulled that back to Hal Robson-Kanu well, too, and the shot was actually more difficult for the goalkeeper there after the deflection that took the power off it, because it meant that it skewed away to an acute angle, but we've been able to get the ball back. Unfortunately, I've given it straight away again. Telephone to Idrissa. Actually, there's a... Oh, it wasn't meant for you. Never mind. It was meant for Sodo Berahino, but it was a good opportunity there. Oh, thanks, mate. I'll dink it. Oh, is that the most exquisite chipped finish we've seen for a while? Sodo Berahino makes it 2-0. Wow. I just thought, chip it. I'm not gonna score any other way. Tried to drill it inside. It was a poor ball, but Sodo steals it off the defender, and then that finish. I don't know what the keeper's doing there specifically, because he had defenders there able to cope with it. Didn't need to come out so soon, but a mistake from him. He dived sideways when the ball went well up over the top of him. Into the back of the net it goes. Into the back of the net it goes. Everton 2, West Brom 0. You go through there to Sodo. Little knock back to Witsel, to Quadro. Sodo, he's made a decent run. It's actually not Quadro, it's Idrissa Gana Gueye. Quadro Samoa's over there. I'll try and find him. Get it to him there. And, where to go? Alright, Idrissa, you can have it back. Actually, no, you have it. And then Witsel, and then Berahino. Lovely little back heel. Hat-trick, maybe? Ooh, not far away. Sodo Berahino looking to really embarrass his former employers with 22 minutes to go. Coming close to a hat-trick. It's a good ball over the top. Oh, and he missed the header there, Lemos. Good save by Alban Lafont. Not sure whether that was actually headed in or not. Lemos just completely misjudged the flight of the header, and that could have brought West Brom back into it. There's still plenty of time for them to grab a couple of goals if they can work the opportunity. James McLean again trying to cause me some problems here. James Morrison going one way then the other. He's worked an opportunity. McLean again with a shot, and Lafont with a similar save. Deja vu there, but really good football by West Brom here in the final few moments. We're actually going to have to be pretty alert defensively to stop them from getting back in. Oh, don't tell me as soon as they start to look like they might get back in it, are we going to go and seal the game out? I tried to be cheeky with another chip. No, we are not going to go and seal the game out. 14 minutes to go. Galloway. Get it down the line to Carrasco. It's just come on, just to try and keep him happy, stop him complaining. Get it in there to Idrissa. Across to Quadro, squeeze it through there to Jovetic, and then look for Saponara, who's come on, and, with a nice tidy finish, scores his first goal in an Everton shirt. That was actually a better finish than I was expecting there. Squeezed it very nicely into that far right-hand corner. Jovetic plays it into him, good touch, and then I'm really pleased with that. It's an impressive finish. GG, Saponara. Everton 3, West Brom 0. There goes the final whistle. It's going to be a rather comfortable 3-0 victory against West Bromwich Albion, continuing on the form from yesterday, although, as we mentioned in yesterday's episode, none of the games we played yesterday, and again here against West Brom, have been against opposition that really would give us any sort of battle. Although, weirdly, after us smacking them 6-1, Aston Villa go to Anfield and win 2-1, and Manchester United lose 3-2 to Hull City, and Newcastle beat Chelsea, and Swansea beat Man City by 4-0. So I've no idea what's going on right now. All we know is we've got Paris Saint-Germain next, and that'll be a real test of the level of form that we're in, because we struggled to a 1-1 draw against them last time around, and we haven't been playing very hard opposition recently, so this could be a big crash back down to earth. Hopefully it's not. A couple of changes to my team. Actually, Saponara gets the start after that tidy finish. Carrasco starts, Williams on the right, Lukaku restored to the starting lineup, hoping to continue his recent burst onto the goal-scoring scene. They are starting Pastore and Di Maria and Cavani again. Now, I would presume that means they're going to start with a 4-3-3 again, the same way that they did last time we played them. Aurier Marquinhos, who's that? I can't quite see. Is it Krikoviak there as well? I couldn't quite see the man in between. It was blurred too much. Yeah, it looks like they're playing the same 4-3-3 with Krikoviak, Sandro and Thiago Motta in the midfield. Indeed they are. Kurzawa, Thiago Silva, Marquinhos, Aurier, Trapp. So their lineup is exactly the same. Mine is slightly altered. We've got a 1-1 draw in Paris. Let's see what we can do here at Goodison Park. Throw here. I think Iñaki Williams is actually walking off the pitch here with a shoulder injury. Indeed he is. Thiago Silva's going to head that behind. Well, it looks like we might have an injury after just 5 minutes. He's sat off the side of the pitch. Hopefully he can continue. I don't really want to make a substitution this early on. Socrates won that header, but it was comfortable for Kazawa to stop on the line. There was no real power behind it. First chance goes our way, but we also may be losing a man sooner rather than later to a shoulder injury, which isn't what we need against one of the strongest teams that will play this year in the Champions League. Chally to Iñaki Williams. Lukaku's making moves, but can we keep that in? Yes, we can. Where do we go here? Drill that inside. Çalhanoğlu, perfectly through the gap to Saponara. Oh, Aurier with a brilliant last-ditch tackle. Oh, clearly getting confident now, Saponara, pushing forward after scoring his first goal in the last game. Çalhanoğlu's cross is decent. Kevin Trapp comes to punch. Saponara picks up on it. Is he feeling confident? He is, but Trapp makes a comfortable save that wasn't necessarily too difficult for the German. Unfortunately, never mind. Starting off on the front foot here, but still 0-0. Got a throw. Bertrand get it to Carrasco. McCarthy. They've just brought on Hatem Ben Arfa for Sandro. Play this in front of Seamus Coleman. And I really shouldn't have shot there, should I? I thought, go on then, why not? He scored a couple of decent efforts from the edge of the box for us so far this season. Not to be this time around. Here's Di Maria. Aurier on the run forward from right back. Slowed them down well, but not sure where they're going to end up going here. 15 or so minutes to go. And we've held PSG out quite well so far. But it only takes a moment. One mistake. And we all know I've got mistakes in me to lead to a PSG goal. Here's Serge Aurier. Close him down, but he's gotten it into Di Maria, who's got past me. Di Maria in the box. Up it goes. Socrates heads away, and McCarthy will complete the clearance. Been a very close game, this one. Either side could still win it, but as things stand, for the second time against Paris Saint-Germain in the group stage of the Champions League, it looks like we're going to be sharing the points. Cavani. Ben Arfa. Oh, that's on its way to the back of the net. Sergio Rico leaps backwards to tip that over the top. Decent effort from Ben Arfa on his right foot as well. I was waiting for him to turn onto his left, and he took it early, which caught me out, and very nearly caught my goalkeeper out as well. Are they going to go short here? Looks like they are. Goulam's come on for Kazawa, the Algerian left-back that used to play for Napoli. And they found Marquinhos on the edge of the box, a Brazilian centre-back who fires wide of the target, thankfully. With a decent amount of space on the edge of the box, you would have expected him to do better there. Getting closed down, yes, but he's just snapped at the shot and pulled it wide. Krychowiak out to Lucas, who's got fresh legs, and those legs are very fast in a straight line. Or any direction for that matter, but we get the tackle in. 2 minutes to go. Is he going to take the quick throw? He has. Krychowiak gets the turn. Bertrand gets the foot in for a second time. And again, it's going to be a PSG throw. They've dominated this second half. We were the better side in the first. How Aurier's made it through there, I have no idea. We were the better side, in the first half, and they've bin the better side in the second. And if it weren't for Seamus Coleman's interception there, they may have found themselves a game-winning goal. Corner to come in from Lucas. Looks like he's going to go short to Pastore, though, or is he? Yes, he is. Right, Javier Pastore could cross, or try and take it to the corner. Where's he going? Oh, into the box, but Lemos heads away. Ben Arfa knocks that down to Goulam. Goulam to Cavani. Don't let him shoot. Don't give away a free kick. Krychowiak knocks that down. Lucas trying to get it off him. We've done well, but I think that might be full-time and is. A 0-0 draw against Paris Saint-Germain after a 1-1 draw against them earlier on in the group stage. That is us both confirmed as through to the knockout stages, though, of this tournament. I believe. I may be wrong. We will have a quick check of the group standings. Porto beat Feyenoord. Now, Feyenoord beat them last time around, so I think we're on 9 points with PSG. I think that leaves Feyenoord on 3, Porto on 5, which means we should be both 4 points clear with 1 game to go. I think, if my maths is correct. We are joint top of the Premier League right now. Are we? Well, we are still joint top of our Champions League group as well, but is being joint top of our Champions League group good enough to see us through already with a game to spare to the knockout stages? It will eventually change tab. Yes, we are correct. We are top of the group. Exactly the same results as PSG, just a slightly few more goals and a few less, one less conceded. But 9-9-5-3 was the right way that we predicted the group would look. So we are through to the knockout stages of the Champions League, and now we are facing Chelsea in the Barclays, not the Barclays, in the Premier League. They sit 13th so far, 4 wins, 4 draws, 4 defeats. So one of those tallies is going to read 5 after this game against Chelsea. But which one's it going to be? I accidentally skipped the opening sequence to the game, but judging by what I've seen in the opening yes, the opening few moments, the Chelsea side is almost unrecognisable from a side that you would expect them to put out. Aina Christensen, Zuma Baines, Pasalic, Matic, Mikel, Willian, Bertrand Traore, Victor Moses. What is that Chelsea team? Honestly, that is ridiculous. They're playing at home against the team that are top of the league. They're having a poor season. Maybe this is why they're having a poor season. David Luiz, they've just said, is suspended. But still, what is going on with this Chelsea lineup? It's unrecognisable as a Chelsea team for this second season in career mode. I've absolutely no idea what Antonio Conte is doing playing a side like this. Where has that ball come from? Here's Willian in the box. Back to Bertrand Traore, who draws a good save out of Sergio Rico. He just smacked it. I didn't even see Willian disappearing upfield. But he just let go with the pass. It's a good effort from Bertrand Traore. It's a decent save, though. Willian will take the corner. Then it comes. It's to the near post. Moses chests it down. That actually has done me a lot of favours there, because they shouldn't be able to cause us any harm now. Or at least it will be more difficult for them to do so. Although as soon as I say that, they'll probably create another chance, and they have done. Funes Mori heads that down and out for another corner. What's Willian going to do with this one? It was a poor initial corner. The second one is still just as bad, actually. Victor Moses back to Willian. Can't beat the first man with any of his corners so far. And the cross is blocked at source by Çalhanoğlu. And then the pass is picked off by Çalhanoğlu. Where's Romelu Lukaku? He's making runs. I'll play you in. It's the worst pass ever from Axel Witsel. He kicked it basically straight at Leighton Baines. Wonderful. Well, this half has been pretty non-existent so far. I altered the sliders back for this game. In the previous episode and the episode before that, and the first two games of this episode, we had the sliders back to default. But I've switched them back to the ones that were recommended by Chani, that we were using for the majority at the start of the season. And the game has just... all chances have been sucked out of the game. But Victor Moses has the first opportunity of any real chance, or clear-cut opportunity, shall we say, from close range. But he's put it wide. Bertrand Traore and Victor Moses, the only two to have had an effort so far. And neither have scored. I see Carrasco through there, and we found him well. We get the turn in. Well, I did, but I didn't turn with the ball. McCarthy picks it up again. Carrasco through that gap. Never mind. It will reach Lukaku. Back to Carrasco. Through that gap. Never mind. It will come back to Carrasco. I'm struggling here. Into Çalhanoğlu. Open some space. Oh, and draw a good save out of Thibaut Courtois. He's very pleased with his work there. Corner to come in. And we'll flick that on with Lukaku. And arriving at the back post was Socrates. But Matic gets to it first and Mikel smacks it away. Not very heavily chance-filled this game, but there have been some decent opportunities for either side. But 0-0 at the break. Coleman to Deulofeu. McCarthy into Axel Witsel. Around the corner looking for Carrasco. Good touch. Oh, for a minute there I thought that was going to bury itself in the top corner, but I think it actually flew quite a way wide. We'll see from this replay angle. Yeah, quite a way wide. That would have been a hell of a goal though if it had buried itself in the top corner. Feet out wide to Deulofeu. Lukaku. Let's go out wide to Carrasco because he's got a bit of space. Maybe, actually, that's a very good run there from Çalhanoğlu, who's running out of stamina here, and he's not long for being substituted off, but he shoots straight at the goalkeeper. Oh, I was trying to find a corner. Deulofeu with the ball back in. Charlie's up, and that's pretty tame and comfortable for Courtois yet again. Never mind. Oh, it could even get Çalhanoğlu in again if that throw had found him. Half an hour to go. Chelsea have offered next to nothing. To be fair, I haven't played my best game ever, but there is still time for a side to win it. Traore, nice turn, and there's the option to play through Victor Moses. Victor Moses in behind, Sergio Rico with a good save. Despite only having a rotation side out here, Chelsea, they've been pretty solid. They keep possession well. They might take a 1-0 lead here, they haven't. They keep possession well, and whenever I get possession and lose it, they keep catching me on the counter-attack with the pace of Victor Moses and Bertrand Traore. They're kind of playing to a game. They're playing to a game plan, and so far the game plan is working. And you can see the standard of passing that I've been putting together. So I'm not sure who's going to come out with a win here. They might be doing a job on me, Chelsea Football Club, right now. Hopefully they don't. Oscar with a good turn, but we tackle him. That's a foul. It was from behind. He might be in trouble here, Matty. It's the referee. He's just going to tell him off. He's going to call him towards him, but what colour is the card going to be? Probably only going to be yellow. But it was from behind, and it is only going to be a yellow. 15 minutes to go. Still 0-0. McCarthy. Lukaku. Back to Quadwo. Through there to Witsel. Carrasco's got the room to run into. Has he got the ability to turn inside? Yes, he has. Chance to win it. Carrasco! Great block by Dave to stop us from winning it in the last moment. Can we still? Carrasco's up. That's cleared away. But McCarthy brings it down. And gets tackled by Pedro, unfortunately. There's 3 minutes added on. Put Andreas Christensen and Thibaut Courtois under a bit of pressure, but they're not going to fold under it. And there is the final whistle. It's a 0-0 draw against Chelsea. I really, really wanted to win that game, considering the standard of the team that they put out. But it was actually pretty close. So we'll take a point from it. Arsenal draw. Manchester, well, everybody draws there, apart from Aston Villa and West Ham, where Villa get the 3 points. Not sure what Manchester United have done on this particular match day. Maybe they're not playing till the Sunday, actually. But we will check the league table and see what it reads. And it does read as us still top, with Manchester United having a game in hand, as do Stoke City and Crystal Palace. So they could both come within a point of us. Spurs could come within 2 with a win, and obviously Man United could go top with a win. A draw would leave us top thanks to goal difference, but just not sure what's going to happen. We're closing in on the halfway mark with regards to the Premier League. 13 of 19 games played, so we're probably about the quarter mark, aren't we? Really, just past the quarter mark, so, or just past the third mark, should I say. So we're doing well this season, slightly better than last year, although we are out of the League Cup, and we actually got to the final of that competition last season. So we have been concentrating on the Champions League, though, and I'm pleased with how we're doing there. So we'll have to just wait and see what happens between now and January, and maybe we'll switch things up with the squad. We know we have a couple of extra players that we want to get rid of, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on anything else, and I'll see you next time.